One of the best things you can do for your brain that will actually change your life is something you're not good at. Not only do hobbies make you a 10 times more interesting person, they make you smarter, more empathetic, better at problem solving, more humble, and they teach you to define failure as not trying. I've made a list of hobbies to try. The first thing is working with animals / learning to ride horseback. I feel so strongly about working with animals. I've always been very sensitive to animals. I grew up fostering dogs. I had 13 dogs in the house at one point because we were fostering them. It will make you a more patient, more empathetic person. It will make you a better problem solver. Learning to work with animals is great for your stress levels, bringing your cortisol levels down. It's also been shown to help increase attention spans in children with ADHD. So if you have ADHD or struggle to focus, working with animals could be something interesting to check out. Drawing, buy a sketchbook or a coloring book on Amazon. Pottery, my mom does pottery, and it's so cool to actually use the things that she makes like in the home. Jewelry making or beading, cooking or baking. I talk about cooking all the time and how strongly I feel about cooking. Slow cooking, being creative in your cooking, doing little brain challenges when you cook, like playing like Chopped with yourself, like, okay, I have to use this ingredient, or I'm not gonna go to the store, I'm gonna cook with what I have. Things like that are so good for challenging the mind creatively and getting to cook something and feed yourself with it and learn about produce and nutrition. It's just the coolest thing ever. Scrapbooking, I think, is the cutest, most like purest hobby in the whole world. I really want to get into scrapbooking, but like these kinds of like journal scrapbooks where you can make like memory books for your friends, or scrapbooks for like trips that you go on or people's birthdays, mood boards, like physical tape and stickers and stuff. I've just always thought that was so cute. Make your workouts more of a hobby. So like yoga, biking, pickleball, swimming, surfing, skiing, horseback riding, boxing, things that are a little bit more challenging that you can like progressively get better at instead of just going to the gym. Flower arranging or like making bouquets. Forensic science kits. My friends and I actually do these together and they're so funny. They're actually really hard. Like they are very stimulating and they really challenge your problem solving skills. Crossword puzzles, trivia, brain games, chess, mahjong, soap making, I find incredibly satisfying. Gardening or making those like at home terrariums, I've always thought was really cool. I think that's it. If you have any others, put them in the comments.
Hot girls have hobbies. I quite literally had to find hobbies that didn't include going shopping and eating food. To share with you guys some of the things that I have been doing recently and some new hobbies I've picked up. First, we have my Nintendo Switch, or just video games in general. You guys, if you like cozy games, Disney Dreamlight Valley, okay, I have an entire gaming channel. I play on my PC as well. Like I play all kinds of games. Nintendo Switch has been nice because it's handheld. I take it with me. I take it on the plane. I take it different places. It's just nice to have because I don't always have to doom scroll. You know what I'm saying? Also, phone games. I love solitaire. Okay, my friend and I have been on solitaire real bad. Next hobby I've tapped back into, which I used to do when I was a kid, is painting. So these are my little landscape paintings. These are the only two I've done so far, and obviously I'm not Picasso, you guys, like I'm aware. I love painting. Like I did not realize I was going to enjoy it so much. This is another hobby that I've picked back up. I haven't played the guitar since like 2021, I want to say, or something like that. I have not had a guitar, and I've been telling myself I'm gonna buy one, I'm gonna buy one so I can play. Every guitar that I had, it was always a gift from my sister. So this is like the first one that I bought for myself. She's gorgeous. Like this is my baby. So when I get on here and start posting guitar covers, mind your business. This is just one of those things, like I had played guitar before, but this is something that I genuinely want to be good at and excel at. I want to start a series where I try different hobbies and different things. So comment down below the different things that you guys do. Always open to trying new things, and I want to take you guys along with me. Get a hobby, sister.
If you didn't know, hot girls have hobbies, so let me tell you about all the hobbies that I have tried thus far. Starting off strong, in January and February, I was trying to get into flower bouquet making. My first few bouquets were not that nice, but it was still very fun. My next hyperfixation of the year was journaling and writing. Not only journaling as in like self-reflection or writing about your day, but actually trying to write as if I was going to be writing on Substack. That is a whole different skill, and honestly, I got really into it. I really liked this. I actually ended up finishing such a thick journal, and I feel like my writing by the end of this year has gotten so much better, as well as just my articulation skills and vocab. Another hobby that was very fitting for February was baking. I actually ended up making so many different things. I even bought the tools to make cakes and like decorate them with the piping bags and everything. Now this was so much fun, but definitely not the most sustainable hobby because I was eating so much sugar. I also got taken on a date to go rock climbing. I thought I was gonna be really good at this considering that I have a background in gymnastics, but this was actually way harder and I got so humbled, but that was very fun. Low-key kind of vulnerable for a date. Like something about being in the harness up there, also not succeeding is a little bit of an ego death. Another hobby that's kind of like journaling is junk journaling. This one's definitely more creative, but it was so fun to buy so many different stickers and different pens. I'm not even gonna say that it's a hobby, but I could almost say like pen collecting. Like I got calligraphy pens and fountain pens and the different inks for the pen, and that was really fun to learn about. Another hobby that I love is hosting. I would say cooking as well, but I don't think I'm as strong as a cook as I am a host. I'm more about the cute little plates and the cute scenery. Another hobby that I feel like is quite obvious for me is both yoga and weightlifting. I got so into yoga this past year. I feel like it's been a consistent in my life for like the longest time, honestly probably like 5 years, but I feel like it's quite common to go in and out of the practice, but definitely this year I got a lot more into it again. Another one I can add in here is when I went to Hawaii, I did lei making. We made lei crowns, I think that's what it's called. Those are all the hobbies I can think of right now that I did this past year and that I actually kept up with. Let me know if I'm missing any that I should try.